Hello and welcome back to another video. So in this video I will be reviewing the Lottie London Color Cloud Longwear Matte Liquid Eyeshadows. Oh my god, that is a long name. I got the shades Love and Cocoa and Minty Fresh. I got these specifically because the blue shade is a shade that I don't have in my About Face paints, and the brown I wanted to compare to the About Face eye paints because it's a brown, and that's the first About Face shade that I ever got. And if you too were looking for a cheaper alternative to something that is good but could be cheaper, I'm gonna have to break it to you, these aren't a good dupe. Maybe if you have like drier eyelids, this might suffice, but for my oily eyelids, and even with my primed eyelids, this did not survive. You'll see a demo towards the end, so stick in after the swatches, stay here, you'll see it. These are amazing colors. I actually really do like the Minty Fresh color. It is such a nice blue. Right here, it kind of reminded me of Gumball and Darwin from The Amazing World of Gumball. But yeah, these are very sheer, and that is not really a problem if they could be built up. But as I have seen, they kind of sheer out even when you layer them. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you go over it, it will still be sheer. The only time that is ever opaque is when it's completely dried out in a flat thing. So if you were going to use this to make little dots or just a graphic liner type thing, then maybe that'd be good, but just don't blend it out if you want it to be the exact same color that you see when you swatch it, because if you blend it out, it looks like this. Right here, my skin was very oily, and that was not the fault of the product, so I decided to try it again. But this was my first impression of it. The blue is the faintest color, and the brown is more orangey, warm tone brown than like a darker brown that I thought that it would be. More of a chocolatey brown. This brown is more my skin tone, and the blue is very dusty, which is weird since it's a cream. But yeah, like I said, my skin was extra oily here, so I don't really blame the product on this day, because it didn't start out with the right base. And I did that the same with the other products that I have on my face that I also reviewed. Go check out my About Face score review if you haven't seen that. But this is the second try. One side I'm using an eyeshadow primer. This is the primer that I use for all of my eyeshadows. And granted, I do a bit too much, like I go on the outsides because I thought I was going to do a bit more with the eyeshadow, but essentially this is what I always do for every single eyeshadow if I want to prime, and it all works. But here, I replicated every single thing that I'm showing you on the other eye too, so don't worry about that. It didn't blend well. It kind of clung to the primer and didn't spread as easily as it does on my bare eyelids. So I would say that this doesn't fare well with putting down a primer, but then that wouldn't make any sense because without a primer, it creases when it's actually supposed to be crease free. And I'm not saying that they're lying, like maybe it's just like my skin, Not everything works for everyone, because there was a YouTuber that I saw that said that this is one of her favorite formulas, so that's what like pushed me towards going, yeah, this could be good, but I just, I don't think that this is the best liquid eyeshadow that I've tried. I like the design, I like the blend on them. It actually looked better on the non-prime side because they blended a bit easier when they were on my actual skin instead of the primer, which kind of like dried it out, I guess. But it also doesn't hold up on my skin because, like I said, my skin is oily and I have a lot of creases. Even here I tapped it out, nothing came off on my fingers, just the tiniest bit of color, but it didn't fare so well. So this is like a take a picture type of makeup if you have oily eyelids, or maybe like you put it on top of your About Face things if you don't have the color in that specific one. All in all, I don't think that it's that bad for around $6. And if you have drier eyelids, or like I said, you're putting it over something that's already primed and dry like the About Face eye paints, then you should be good to go. I wouldn't recommend this based off of my personal experience, but the colors are nice, so if it works for you, good. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you tried these products. How did they work out for you? Would you ever buy these products? Do you have dry eyelids and this is exactly what you were looking for? Maybe the about face ones were too dry for you. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good jazz, and I will see you in another video. Bye.